Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about physical and chemical changes. So in our day-to-day life we are come across many type of changes in our surrounding. Like if we are dissolving the sugar in water for making the cold drink, if we are making the curd from the milk, and if we are stretching the band, or if we are cutting the piece of a paper, if we are boiling the water, if we are freezing the water, if we are burning the paper, all these changes are easily observed in our day-to-day life. So whatever the changes that we observe in our day-to-day life, they are broadly classified into two parts, the physical and the chemical changes. Now, what are physical changes? So, to understand this, we have to perform some activity. So, in first activity, we have to cut a piece of a paper in 4 square pieces and cut each square pieces further into 4 square pieces. Then lie these pieces on the floor or a table so that the piece acquire the shape of the original piece of a paper. Now, obviously, we cannot join the piece of paper back to make the original piece, but is there any change in the property of the paper? Means at the previous it was paper and at the last it was paper. That means there is no change in their property. In another activity we have to collect some chalk dust, or we have to take a small piece of a chalk and then we have to crush it to make the chalk dust. Now we have to add a little water in the dust to make it into a paste. Then we have to roll it into the shape of a piece of a chalk. Now let it dry. Now, did we recover the chalk from the dust? So obviously yes, when we are using the chalk, we are able to write it. But again, when we are recovering the chalk from the paste, then also we are able to write it. That means if we are taking the dust, we are adding the water in it, we are making a paste, and from this paste we are making the chalk again. From this chalk also we are able to write. That means we are able to recover the chalk from the dust. Now in third activity we have to take some ice and we have to place this ice for some time for the melting. That means we are taking the ice in a plastic or a tumbler. In this glass or tumbler we are placing it for some time, and after some time it will start melting, and whenever it starts melting we are getting the mixture of ice and water. Now again if we are freezing that mixture into the refrigerator, again we are getting the solid ice. So that means at the previous, when we are taking the ice in the tumbler, we are melting it, and again we are able to get the solid ice. So in this also, or in this activity also, we are able to get the previous property. That means the property of the ice is not changed. At the previous wall it was a solid, and after completing the activity it is also a solid. That means we are able to get the previous property again. Now in fourth activity, we have to boil some water in a container, and when the steam is rising on the surface of water, we have to hold an inverted pan on the steam. What we will observe? We will observe that the droplets of water are collected on the inverted pan. So at the previous, when we are boiling the water, it was in liquid state, and after turn into the steam, it will get the gases state, and when it's again collect on the inverted frying pan, it is converted into liquid form. That means the state is changed, but we are getting the previous liquid state. Now in another activity we have to hold a used hacksaw blade with a pair of tongs, and we have to keep the tip of the free end of the blade on the gas stove and wait for some minute. Now does the color of the tip of the blade changes? So obviously yes, it will turns into red. But when we are removing the blade from the flame, after some time it became normal. Means the color of the blade which was turning to red, it will again back to the normal. So in that case also we are observing the change. That means we are getting the previous type of material back. So the properties such as the shape, size, color and state of the substance are called the physical properties. That means these type of changes that is occur in a physical properties, these type of changes are known as the physical change. That means if any object is changing its shape, size, color or state, in that case all these changes are included in physical change. And normally all the physical changes are reversible. That means we are able to get the previous material back. So in such a change, no new substance is formed. That means we are not getting any new substance, we are getting only the previous one. So if we are boiling the water or if we are freezing the water, in both the cases, we are getting the previous material back. So all these changes are physical changes. So that's all for today. Thank you.